name is Corrine from the North Wildford Library with Lakeville Library Region, and welcome to episode 42 of Boredom Busters! Woohoo! Just a heads up, this is a tutorial for our next Take and Make craft from the library. So, starting as of when this video airs, and then for the next 3-4 weeks afterwards, if you drop by the North Wildford Library, I will have the ingredients for this activity pre-packaged and ready to go at the library for free. So, what are we doing tonight? I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of a science experiment that we can play with. So, I'm going to show you how to make your own bouncy ball. It kind of works. It's fun to play with. If you are watching this video after picking up the kit and want to skip the ingredients list or how to measure this stuff, please, you can jump ahead to the time posted above. If not, let's get started. What you'll need for today. You will need 1 tablespoon of borax, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of regular liquid glue. In the kits, I am putting in 1 teaspoon of powdered tempera paint. If you're doing this on your own, any little bit of food coloring or any other really liquidy or powdery dye. So you could use chalk, like powdered chalk. You could use bingo dabber ink, though be careful with that one because it can stain your hands, etc. You'll also need a half a cup of warm water, a second small container to mix some stuff in, some measuring spoons, and a stir stick. Let's get started. For step 1, take your cup of warm water. So again, this is a half cup of warm water, and put in 1 tablespoon of borax. So I'm cheating a little bit and I kind of pre-measured mine. Okay, so we're going to add that into our warm water, and then we are going to stir until that dissolves. I like doing this with a clear cup because you can hold it up and see if all of the powder is dissolved. Just about. Okay. And then in your other container, you are going to put a tablespoon of cornstarch, and a teaspoon of the powdered tempera paint. If you're doing with something else, it just kind of will depend on how strong you want your color to be. Okay. And then take the other end of your stir stick and mix that all together. And now you're going to add 2 tablespoons of glue. So I've got my tablespoon here. I have this nice big thing that I've been using to fill all of these kits. So I'm just gonna move this up here and one. Two. Okay, once you have your glue in there, you need to mix it all together. So fair warning, because of the powderiness of the cornstarch, this craft can get a little bit messy. Okay, so I'm all mixed. For step 2, you're going to pour your glue mixture into the borax and water cup. And then you're going to let that sit for 15 seconds. Okay, so the glue will harden after about that 10-15 seconds. So we're just gonna swirl it a little bit. And now you need to take your stir stick or a fork or a spoon, and then you wanna see, okay, if it's still sticky, stick it back into the water. But if it's not, for step 4, you're going to roll it in your hands to make a ball. See, it's sticking a little bit, so I need to get a little bit more of that water onto me. And then start rolling it again. So the more you handle this mixture, the firmer it will become. So start playing with it. See, I can like bubble it and stuff like that. And then but the stuff that I'm bubbling is that little bit sticky. So get a little bit more of that borax water onto your hand. Rolling it into a ball shape. There we go. So, one thing with this stuff is you want to actually keep it this little bit moist. So when you're not playing with it, keep it in a small plastic container or a plastic bag. And something else with this is you could use it as like a stress device too, because you can squeeze it and then flatten it, roll it out again. Because if you let it sit for too long, it does actually start flattening out, but you can just roll it out again. So like this one that I did is the model. You can kind of see it's got a flat bottom because it's been sitting. I did this about a week ago and it's still malleable. I can still squeeze it and then roll it into a ball. And I hope you enjoy it. Again, it's a little bit of a science experiment. What do you think would happen if you changed the ratios of the glue or the cornstarch? experiment a little bit. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. I hope you guys come and pick up a kit, and we'll see you next time. Bye!